Well, some pucks went in the net for us, that's the difference. They created some opportunities. Game didn't start the way we wanted. We took a penalty early and give up a kind of a fluke goal early. But I thought Perlini's first goal really gave our group some energy. And, we threw some pucks at the net, got some fortunate bounces around there, and were able to push it through. And they had a couple deflection goals. I'd like to see us do a little better job of managing the puck in the second half of the second period and the third period. But, we'll take the win and move on.
You said yesterday that Brendan wandered down to Tucson, got himself 3 goals, and wandered back up here and got 2 more. What are you seeing from him?
Well, we were just bugging him in there. You got 6 goals this week for 2 different teams, so it's. But that's part of his role. He's a goal scorer. He creates opportunities, and guys that do that and can finish on them, they're good players. And he's showing that. He's playing with a lot of confidence right now, and finding ways to put the puck in the back of the net.
I know it's really early, but you guys wanted him to be down there at the start of the year. You thought he needed to get his mojo back. Does this speak to the process that you guys are trying to institute?
No, we talked about that this morning a little bit. Every player is a different kind of player. Like there's some that, time down there to get his confidence, especially for a scorer, was good for him. And he didn't have a great training camp. He was all right, but not, he didn't bust a door down in training camp. So going down there and really getting his feet wet in the pro game, getting a confidence that he could score down there that was really, a real good experience for him. And, it was a good experience for him when he's down there, he comes here, he plays well, and we send him down for the break, and he goes back and plays well. He's going down there with a positive feeling. So that's, again, we talked this morning about the impact that Tucson team, having that team right there, has had this year. We haven't talked about it much, but it's been a real positive for our organization.
Were you a little eager to see how your team would just come out with 5 days off? Were you worried about rest or that they would be energized?
No, you're worried.
And you give it that first goal?
Yeah, you're worried about, you're worried about guys mentally and physically being ready. But, we go through, there's times when we will stay off the ice for a couple days, but you're still kind of around it. There's very few times in the year where players get away 3 or 4 days and just check their mind out. So that's the biggest thing, getting their mind checked back in, coming back. But I thought our guys did a real good job.
After the first goal, did you sense a sense of urgency with your club? You talked yesterday about a high energy level.
Yeah.
Was there a sense of urgency of getting behind early?
There was a sense of, like, we're fine here. It was a fluke goal after we took a penalty early, and the fluke goal goes in. But like I say, once, I think that was Perlini's first or second shift on the ice that he scored. And score a goal like that where we moved the puck well out of our zone. Doan made a good play on the wall. EL made a real good play to Perlini, and Perlini's speed and a great shot. So when you things like that happen, when a play like that comes together, it energizes everybody. It does. And not only did it energize us, it got us back in the game. If we're struggling to score and getting opportunities and not scoring, now you feel like you're up against it. But we got ourselves right back in the game, and we feel good about our game.
Peter got his first goal tonight. He's had some impactful games. You've asked him to do an awful lot since he got here. How would you gauge that first month here with this team?
Up and down a little bit. He gets some chances. Like we chart a lot of that stuff, and he's getting some chances. But he's been up and down a little bit. But like you say, like tonight is a perfect example where we got 4 centermen and 2 of them are rookies. So you're in a game like that. You're trying to stabilize. You rely on your veteran guys to kind of do that a little bit. And he got a goal in the game. His line, McGinn got another goal. So you rely on those, that veteran instincts at times, and he's given us that stability as a veteran in the middle. So he's been solid.
A little unique situation, the team you host being in the building watching you, and then
that happens now and then. Every team goes through it. You have advantages in the schedule and disadvantage, and that's if you overthink that, you're behind. Our situation now with 4 days off, a quick turnaround shouldn't hurt us near as bad as a regular back-to-back. So I'll tell you after tomorrow, though.
I gotta ask you, since it's been a while, 15 minutes in to look up on the scoreboard and see a 4 on your side. What did that feel like?
I said to the coaches, we're not. We don't have a lot of experience with playing with big leads this year, so you're finding finding out new things about players out there, especially our young players.
Given the big rest, do you know what you're doing in goal tomorrow?
Yeah, probably go with Louis tomorrow.
What about Alex? You gonna
No,
evaluate?
no, I think we're going to give him one more. He really hasn't he's had 2 morning skates with us, and so he'll get another skate tomorrow with our injured guys, and then we're going to practice Sunday, so it'll give him, I want to give him the best chance to be successful, and he hasn't, I mean, morning skates aren't much for him, and he hasn't skated in 10 days, so we'll get him a couple more days skating, and hopefully the Edmonton game will be his first game.
You reevaluate those other guys in the morning, or do you expect them to miss one more? Martin?
Yeah, they're all, we got Martinuk, White, Vermeestrov,
The other two are long-term.
yeah, they're 2, yeah, Richardson, Max.
Martin could play.
Yeah, Martin and Boy are both out for tomorrow.